everyone, and welcome back as always. We're back again.
Hi.
We're going to be watching more Korra. We're on episode 2, and I do believe it is called A Leaf in the Wind. We're watching on a DVD set that I have, and it doesn't have the numbers of the episodes, but it is the only other one besides Welcome to Republic City, so I'm assuming that is it. You guys liked the first episode?
Yeah,
I do. I
We
like
love-
Korra.
I saw Katara.
We saw Katara.
That's right.
We loved Avatar: The Last Airbender. We thought that was a good
Yeah.
series. But yeah, we saw Katara, and this is, of course, many years in the future. And we also met her son, Tenzin.
Yeah, Tenzin.
Yes.
He has a bunch of kids
Yes,
Two
he does.
kids, and Korra's going to train with him
in
his
Republic
home.
City.
Yeah,
That's
one of
right.
some of his children look like Aang.
Yeah. I love how, like, silly they are. Like, the little one,
Yeah.
Milo, he's just, like, very goofy. The daughters talk a lot, or like, at least one
lots.
does.
Right, yeah,
Asks a lot of questions.
They do
Oh,
ask a
my
lot of
goodness, they
questions. They're always very curious, very smart.
Really?
Little ones.
And I love the polar bear dog, Korra's friend.
That's right.
You were saying last time when we stopped recording that this reminded you a lot of like the early like 1930s, 1920s era.
Yeah.
Right, with the gangsters.
Oh,
and-
yeah.
Yeah, and it's fun
And
seeing the
cars.
elements in it too because again, this is so far beyond what happened in Avatar: The Last Airbender. Like everything, you have industrial stuff going on, like a lot
Right,
more so. You have
buildings,
like
right.
big cityscapes now, and it's kind of
Right.
reminds me of New York City, you know.
Storefronts, yeah.
So very different kind of world, and yet we're reminded, oh yeah, there's elements in here still. You know, you
Yeah.
still have all these like superpowers, kind of
Right.
that only a
That's right.
selected few have. Maybe it's half the population, maybe it's not. We haven't really seen that. I think there's more non-benders than there are actual benders, but who knows?
And the non-benders are having this like little coalition they want against the benders.
Yeah, because like,
And
you're
then
here to oppress us. You know, you can
Yeah,
do whatever
right,
you want.
yeah.
It's like having a weapon with you all the time.
Yeah.
People who don't have weapons and others that do, and it's just hard, you know. So that's always a debate. That sounds really familiar, you know,
Yes.
nowadays.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I think we should get into this episode and we'll talk after.
Oh, let's do
Sure.
that.
Not Appa. Maybe a descendant of
And
Appa.
in the
Yeah,
final
must be.
round, the Buzzard Wasps won.
That sport is a mockery of the noble tradition of bending.
Come on, Tenzin.
You're here to finish your avatar training. So for the time being, I want you to remain on the island.
Notice a lot of other airbenders around there. Well, maybe not airbenders, but like people taking up the Air Nation ways.
Every single time I've tried airbending, nothing.
That's perfectly all right. We just need to be patient. Let's begin your first lesson.
Korra's gonna airbend! Korra's gonna airbend!
What is that contraption?
A time-honored tool that teaches the most fundamental aspect of airbending.
You know, I forgot to say you have to make it through while the gates are spinning.
Oh my gosh. Oh, shit.
Airbending is all about spiral movements. When you meet resistance, you must be able to switch direction at a moment's notice.
Oh boy. Oh. Whoa,
Ouch.
she knocked stuff out.
Every single one.
Oh my gosh.
Dance! Dance like the wind! Be the leaf!
That's gonna take a while.
Airbend.
Airbend. Oh, it's a Lynn.
What is wrong with me? Ugh. Maybe I'm just not cut out to be an airbender, huh, Naga?
Coming to you live from Republic City's
Oh,
Pro
she's gonna
Bending
take
Arena,
off.
where tonight the clock is winding down. Can Yomo hold on? He's teetering on the edge of the ring now. The fire ferrets line up to strike.
Korra, come down here, please. I don't want you listening to this distracting nonsense.
You said I couldn't watch a match. You didn't say anything about listening to one.
You know what I meant.
Little airbending.
Oh my goodness.
Impatient.
Let your mind and your spirit be free, for air is the element of freedom. Look at Milo. He's able to meditate peacefully.
Yeah.
God.
At least he has the relaxing part down.
Whatever. None of this airbending stuff makes any sense to me.
He's really asleep.
That's nice.
Oh, is she going to
I love seeing that.
the match? So defiant.
So shiny.
What are you doing in my gym?
I was just looking for a bathroom.
Ah, the old I had to pee excuse. You know, I'm sick and tired of you kids sneaking in without paying.
It's all right, Toza. She's with me.
Well, not together, more like friends.
Right, friends. No, I didn't mean to imply.
Oh, you implied it.
I don't care what you are.
Thank you, sir. Seriously, thanks.
Is it Earthbender?
Name's Bolin, by the way.
Korra.
You have to stop bringing your crazy fangirls in here before the matches. Get her out of here.
Come on, Mako. I want you to meet my brother.
Wow, I heard you play on the radio.
Come on, Bolin, we're up.
Or I could meet him later.
Yeah, sorry about that. My brother just gets real focused. Wish me luck. Not that I'll need it.
Good luck.
Crazy fangirls.
Nowhere and have made it further than anyone expected this season. Hasuk is the first to feel the heat of the Tiger Dilly. Looks like Hasuk's in trouble.
Kind of
He's in
violent.
zone 3,
It
tearing over
is.
the tree.
Round 1 goes to the Golden Temple Tigadillos.
Come on, Hasuk, get your act together.
The Fire Ferrets are knocked into zone 2.
The slow motion.
Fire Ferrets cinch the round in the closing seconds. It's one apiece. Still anyone's match. And now he tumbles right into his teammate. He and Bolin better untable quick if they don't want to.
Oh.
He's weaving and bobbing, but he's not hitting back. If Mako's knocked out, the Ferret's fabulous season is over. It's one-on-one, and it's an Earth and Class slugfest. It's a knockout.
Wow, all by himself.
Yeah.
What'd you think, Korra?
What did I think? What did I think? That was amazing!
You did more harm than good out there. You almost cost us the match. Oh, you're still here?
Oh, you're still a jerk?
Ooh.
Anyway, think you could show me a few tricks?
Absolutely. I'm just not sure how my earthbending would translate to your waterbending.
Won't be a problem. I'm actually an earthbender. I'm a waterbender and a firebender.
Mm-hmm. I'm very confused right now.
You're the Avatar, and I'm an idiot.
The Avatar!
All right, let's
He
see.
reminds me of Sokka.
Yes. Yes.
In a real match, you'd be a sitting turtle duck. Not so upright and flat-footed. Stay light on your toes.
Okay, let me try it again.
Nice adjustment. You're a natural at this.
Not bad. You know what? It's getting late. See you upstairs, bro.
Upstairs? You guys live here?
Yep, in the attic. It's nothing fancy, but we have some great views. Why don't you throw that combo one more time?
She's good at that.
No, she doesn't have patience.
Oh, no, honey.
Setting
Only
a fire.
airbending.
What is wrong with you?
There's nothing wrong with me. I've been practicing just like you taught me, but it isn't sinking in, okay?
If you would only listen to me.
I have been, but you know what I think? Maybe the problem isn't me. You're a terrible teacher.
True, she has no
Yeah,
patience.
you're a terrible teacher, Daddy.
Oh my god, monster child. More attention.
Where's Korra?
Honestly, Pema, I am at my wit's end with that girl. I don't know how to get through to her. You must promise me that your teenage years won't be like this.
I will make no such promises.
You guys look like you lost already.
Hasuk's a no-good no-show. Well, there goes our shot at the tournament. And the winnings.
Is she gonna do
Can't you
it
ask
and
one of
do it?
those guys to fill in?
Nah.
How about me? I'm a top-notch waterbender, if I do say so myself.
Time's up. You in or out?
We're in!
We are?
Yes.
I didn't agree to this.
You can thank me later.
This girl is crazy.
Let's see if she's another diamond in the rough like the brothers from the School of Hard Knocks.
Diamond in the rough.
Don't do anything too fancy or aggressive.
Woohoo! Man overboard!
Fire Ferret waterbender penalty.
You're only allowed to knock players off the back of the ring.
Whoops.
I'm not so sure this replacement player knows what she's doing. Foul!
She doesn't know anything really about it.
Fine.
Wait a minute. Did that waterbender just earth bend?
Oh.
Foul, I think.
But have you seen Korra this evening? She's not in her room.
She's the Avatar, folks, playing in a pro-bending match. Can you believe that?
I'll get her myself.
This girl may be the Avatar, but she's no pro-bender. They're giving her their best, and her best ain't good enough to stop it. And she's in the drink.
She's in the drink.
Oh, hey, Tenzin. I thought you didn't like coming to these matches.
Once again, you have flagrantly disobeyed my orders. Let's go.
No! I'm kind of in the middle of something.
Clearly, the only thing you respond to is force. So I am ordering you to come back to the temple right now.
I'm beginning to think there's a reason I haven't been able to learn it. Because maybe I don't even need it.
What? That is a ludicrous suggestion.
I have a match to go finish.
The
Stubborn.
She's not ready.
Round 2.
Looks like the Avatar's pro-bending debut is going to be cut short. She's been pushed back to zone 3. Water is calling her name. Hold the phone. Stop the presses. She's still in the game, folks. And she's moving like an entirely different player.
How about that?
Probably from the bending,
Yeah.
the training she did.
Korra, you really came alive in that last round.
I can't take all the credit. Someone else taught me those moves.
Good.
By the way, I kind of permanently joined the Fire Ferrets and we're playing in the tournament in a couple of weeks.
Dreamy eyes.
I know.
Hey.
Are you a dreamer?
Oh,
So what do you guys think?
that was good.
It was good. She
Right,
was, boy, is she stubborn.
Oh,
She will
she's
not
hot
listen.
tempered.
Oh, she is very stubborn.
Tenzi,
Bullheaded,
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
She will not listen.
Tenzin
Yeah,
has a
I
little
got
bit of a
that.
temper too.
Yeah,
And
Yes, he doesn't
he's-
have tolerance. He's so used to his kids obeying.
That's right.
He's not used to this teenage
He's
girl.
very serious, very
Yeah.
strict, and we saw that come out a little bit
That's
more.
right,
And we saw it
yeah.
last time too.
Yeah.
But it's really hard for him to actually just stay peaceful
Yeah.
with Korra because
Yeah.
she really brings out that side of him,
That's
you
what I
know.
said. Yeah.
Because she gets so angry and she's disrespectful in that way. Because it's cool to kind of see that though, where Air, like we were always focused on Air before with Aang, and it
Yeah.
just came so naturally to him that we haven't seen anyone else do it.
Yeah.
So seeing seeing a whole family be able to airbend, and now Korra's having so much
Trouble.
trouble,
Yeah.
like actually being able to bend, and it's because of her personality.
Right?
That's
She
right.
has no patience.
No,
She's
patience
gonna
at
learn
all,
it.
no.
Yeah. So the pro
Eventually.
bending actually came in handy because she was able to actually all of a sudden just start to do the airbending moves to avoid. Whoops. Remember book 1 of The Last Airbender, how we were joking a lot because Aang would constantly avoid, and he was so good at like jumping and just always missing any kind of
Yes,
attack.
right, yeah.
And when he was fighting Boomy kept trying to train him when he made him do all those challenges, like, let us leave. Remember that? That was a long time ago we saw that. But he's like, you have to learn how to fight back, because with earthbending, that was Aang's weak, it wasn't his strong suit, it was his weak point, because it was just so different of an element that he was not like a bullheaded strong person like Toph.
Right.
So that was a real hard challenge for him to get earthbending. So Korra, like you said, Mom, like she kind of reminds you of Toph.
Yeah,
She's
okay,
tough like
yeah, she
that.
is.
She's stubborn, and she's not
That's
afraid
for
to
sure,
speak
yeah.
her mind. And she is very curious too, for her to actually leave the island to go over
Oh my God,
to the
yeah.
mainland when
Yeah.
Tenzin said you have to stay here. And like she's
Mind
doing
of
all
her
these
own.
different things. Yeah, so she's just doing her own thing all
Yeah.
the time and defying everyone, and so it's interesting to have a very different lead.
Yeah.
Because Aang was just so
Right.
different. I love how they
Yeah.
have Air as the focus in
Yeah.
this one.
Yeah.
But it really shows you the personality, because he was such a sweet kid.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
And it's hard for her to just, she's so close to the professional bending. She wanted to go there so badly. You know darn well she's going to try whatever she can to go
Yeah.
there. You know?
Oh my
It's
God,
like,
yeah.
And I love how the White Lotus are the ones that are watching her, and yet they're doing a bad job at it.
Yeah,
you know, they're all
yeah.
listening to this pro bending stuff, and they're like, "Oh crap! Oh yeah! Whoops!" Like twice. Like we were caught by Tenzin. Although I guess they're allowed to listen to the radio, but then they're like, "Oh yeah, Korra's here too." So it was just kind of funny that he was always aware of it. And then she actually leaves the island, and then they don't even know until they hear it on the radio. So she was gone for a while. So I just love that. Like,
Oh my God.
But Tenzin gets it. Well, he kind of stumbled across it the second time, but he knew that she was listening the first time. And but it's true. Like, you have to learn to relax, and she's very antsy, and she likes to talk, and she can't just chill out for a moment and just relax.
exactly.
So very different.
Exactly. She just wants, everything else came so comfortable to her, so easy to her. Now that she has this hurdle to conquer, she just has no patience for it because it just doesn't come to her, you know. She's not used to that.
Yeah, and again, it's different from Aang because Aang only knew air, and he had to learn the other elements over time. And Korra already knows 3 elements. It's only air that she doesn't know, so it's so different.
She has to learn patience.
Yeah, so she's really strong. She mastered the other elements already, so it's kind of crazy not to like see her learn all of them again. But again, she trained, and she didn't really have anything crazy happen to make a story out of it. So. But now there is a story behind it. We met 2 other characters. We met Mako and we met Bolin. And they're brothers. I know you guys noticed that there are 2 different types of benders. One's fire and one's earth. We don't really see that a lot because usually it's just one element. So their parents must be of different...
One of each.
Yeah, one of each. So I thought that was kind of fun to see that, you know, and they're really skilled at their element too.
I like the way when she was in the ring that they allowed her, once they found out who she was, that they allowed her in there just to, as long as she does water.
Yeah, that was nice. I actually like that too because it is kind of hard because that is actually her natural element too. So that's probably like her best skill. So it is kind of unfair, but I am happy that they still let her play because it gives the other team another like big challenge, which I don't want because they're like, what? Come on, you know? But yeah, I thought that was actually really well done that they did that because remember when Aang, like he had that flashback where, you know, once they found out he was an avatar, he learned at a really young age that he wanted to play that air ball game that he made up, and then all his friends wouldn't even let him play because they're like, no, now it's unfair because you're like the master of this element, so you're cheating pretty much. So it kind of sucked to kind of eliminate someone just because they're that good, but I get it because it is true. Like you are going to be the best of it, you know, best out of everyone. So it's just hard to make that a thing. But that was cool that she actually joined pro bending.
Yeah, she's going to be pro bender.
But going back to Mako, like I think his name was given to him because of Iroh's old voice actor who passed away, because his name was Mako too. So I think that's why they did that. And he's a firebender. Does he remind you of anybody?
He reminds me a little bit of Zuko.
Yeah. And I'm not hinting towards anything because I don't know, but
he's a little grumpy.
He just automatically reminded me of Zuko. Same personality. And again, maybe it goes with the Fire Nation personality. I mean, we know Azula too, but their family has a lot of bad history as well, besides Iroh and Zuko, but it's still like that kind of hot-headed personality.
Yeah, and he must be like really good at what he does, so he has so many fans, and he just thinks he's better than, you know, just
like he has no nonsense personality. Like he doesn't want to be bothered. He just wants professional. He doesn't want any crap on the side, you know. So, and Bolin kind of reminded me a lot of Sokka. He's like goofy, like my fangirls. He's like always out there, like listening. But I love the different ideas they're doing in this show with the elements, because so much time has gone by, and they have all these new things like this game now, where they're actually using elements for an actual entertainment purpose. They're actually doing a game out of it. So I thought that was kind of interesting to see that, and they're all really skilled at it.
Yeah, and it's organized. It's not, you know.
And even like people working there and cleaning up, and he's like earthbending. That one guy was earthbending all the stuff out of the way. So it's kind of cool to be able to do that. You know, you could have like non-benders do like normal work, and then you could have these benders who can bend these different elements to do like extreme work of some kind.
Fit into everyday life.
Yeah, fit into everyday life. So it just makes the world so much different than our world, because if you have all these other advantages, why not, you know, use them?
Exactly.
But I think we'll end it there. So thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you very soon as always.
Bye.
Bye, guys.